They may ask you what are the objectives of this CRR and SLR. Reserve Bank of India is insisting on this CRR and SLR in order to maintain liquidity position of the banks, in order to meet exigencies, payments in exigencies. That is what it is. Then afterwards, Niharika. Niharika, can you read from 11?
Yes, sir. What are the documents required for opening a bank account in India? A filled up application form, identity and address proof such as valid passport, voter card, PAN card, permanent driving license, Aadhaar card, Narega card, or ID card issued by central or state governments, PSUs, and scheduled commercial banks, employment proof, latest passport size photographs.
But
Next is
no, 1 minute. But this is what is the answer given. But आजकल तो now everything is done online.
yes, sir.
So इसलिए this has been prepared long back. But still, you can maintain this. The party has to fill in the application. Now, I would recommend one more form, a nomination form also. I'm not sure
Yes, sir.
whether
Yes,
it
sir.
is whether it is included in the nomination in the application itself. If it is not included, it
Sir, it
must
is
be
there.
it is there. Acha, then no problem. Good. Then 12.
12, who is eligible for savings account? First is resident individual, another Hindu undivided families, foreign nationals residing in India, minors above the age of 10 years are eligible to open a self-operated minor account, and an ATM or debit card can be issued to the minor. What
Nowadays
is
nowadays this is the thing. Earlier it was 18. Now even 10-year-old child can do. But I think they don't give checkbook to the minors children. There is nowhere it is clearly mentioned. But normally check deta nahi. Then number 13.
What is a nomination facility? Nomination is the service that enables the account holder or any other financial instrument investor to name someone to claim the deposit or the investment after the original owner of the asset or account passes away.
Yeah. Actually, nomination is available in the case of bank deposits, in the case of, say, insurance also. In the case of bank deposits, nomination can be only in favor of a one person. It need not be a relative, can be a non-relative also. However, in the case of joint account operated locker accounts, they can nominate two people as their nominees because husband and wife they have a joint locker account. So they can have nomination in favor of, say, son and daughter, whatever it is, so that they can operate the locker only when both of them are present. Next, who is nominee? Continue.
Who is nominee? The nominee in the bank account means the person who has been nominated by another to act as the custodian of the accounts in the event of death.
See why they are mentioning custodian. Actually, they say many of the laws cases have proved that the nominee is not the sole owner of that money. He is supposed to receive the money and then try to dispose it off to others, give it to others also. It is for the sake of convenience that this has been inculcated. But of course, we parents, when we allocate nomination, what we do, we try to think of how much should be in the name of A, B, C, like that we do it. But it all depends on the relationship between the legal heirs of the deceased. Now, number 15.
What is the role of the banking ombudsman? The government of India established the post of banking ombudsman as a designation and a place where customers who are unhappy with the services they received can file complaints.
Yeah. Initially, when it was started, they were having offices all over the country. Probably they have even now. But the system of banking ombudsman has changed completely. Now, whomsoever wants to make a complaint has to register a e-complaint to their Chandigarh office. From there, it is being redistributed to various centers, who in turn forward to the respective bank branch. And after receiving the reply from the concerned bank branch, the ombudsman will give its ruling. Question number 16.
What is KYC and what are the officially valid documents? KYC, know your customer standards, are used in the financial services and investment sectors to identify clients and validate the customer's identity and address information. The officially valid documents OVD for KYC is passport, driving license, permanent account number card, a voter's identity card issued by the Election Commission of India, job card issued by Narega, duly signed by an officer of the state government.
Yeah. Taneja, you raised your hand. You want to say something? You want to go? Ankush, Taneja, did you raise your hand? No.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Any doubt or you want to go?
नो सर सर मैं कह रहा था आरबीआई इंटीग्रेटेड ओम्बुड्समैन स्कीम ले आई है ना बैंकिंग ओम्बुड्समैन अब कंटिन्यू
Yeah.
नहीं है
Now another
Yes.
scheme has come. Integrated Ombudsman. This is a
Yes.
scheme for NBFCs, banks all put together. Integrated
यस
Ombudsman. So correct. I understand that. Good. उसका बारे में detail पढ़ना है. Now we will go to question number 17.
What are the types of banking? Branch banking, unit banking, mixed banking, chain banking, retail banking, wholesale banking, relationship banking, correspondent banking, universal banking, social banking, virtual banking, narrow banking, Islamic banking, shadow banking.
See, actually, some of these things, even I won't be able to speak. For example, what is chain? Is it all explained here? I don't know. Chain banking means what? Anybody has heard? What is chain banking? Chain banking. I have not heard about it. 1 minute. Let us try to get it. Chain banking overview pros and chain banking is a form of bank governance that occurs when a small group of people control at least 3 banks that are independently chartered. Maybe it is not relevant for our country. That's the best answer I will give for this because it is not prevalent in our country. Where is the material? Where is our material? 1 minute. Interview. This is the one we were reading. Correct. Hold on. Now I have to come here. I have to share this one. Are you seeing that one now? Yeah. Are you seeing that one? Excuse me. Yeah. So if you get some doubt, this chain banking, in my view, is not relevant. Then Islamic banking, of course, relevant. Shadow banking also is relevant. It refers to NBFCs. सोशल बैंकिंग एंड ऑल पता नहीं क्या है फिर भी आप लोग जब समय मिलता है थोड़ा डिक्शनरी से थोड़ा गूगल से सर्च करके फाइंड आउट करके रख लो जी नाउ निहारिका नंबर 18
Sir, PDF is not visible.
अच्छा निहारिका come on what is ATM
What is ATM and its types? ATM is the facility of accessing the account for dispensing cash and carrying out financial and non-financial transactions without the need to actually visit their bank branches. Types are on-site ATM, white label ATM, brown label ATM, green label ATM, orange label ATM, yellow label ATM, pink label ATM, and biometric ATM.
See, in many of the bank interviews, those old people like me, they are very fond of asking question, what is brown label ATM? What is white label ATM? ऐसा पूछेगा. So be in the know of things about that also. Question number 19.
What is priority sector lending and what does it include? Priority sector lending is the role exercised by the RBI to banks, imploring them to dedicate funds for specific sectors of the economy like agriculture and allied activities, education and housing, and food for the poorer population.
See, actually, this alone they don't ask, they ask why priority sector. So how will you answer this question, Niharika? Why priority sector? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Why
So
priority?
why we lend to priority sector?
Why we lend? Because Reserve Bank is asking us to lend. Why
Yes.
Reserve Bank is asking us to lend?
Sir, because these are also the main part of our economy, and these are the backward areas. Promoting them will also help in the public welfare.
Yeah. Backward, these are the sectors which were not being given finance to the needy requirement, to the needed requirement.
Yeah.
And provision of necessary finance to them will in turn help our economy, increase
Yeah.
employment, etc. That is why this has been brought, and more especially in that is our MSME.
Yes.
Yeah, continue for question number 20.
What are the types of negotiable instruments? First is promissory notes, second bill of exchange, third is checks.
Yeah, promissory note is an instrument where A goes to, say, our Punjab National Bank borrows money. So Punjab National Bank will be having a ready-made promissory note. The details will be filled in therein. For example, the place where the document is being made, the date on which document is being made, and then bottom it would have been written on demand. I promise to pay a sum of rupees 5 lakh in figure and in words with interest at 9% per annum at quarterly rest or monthly rest. Like that, it would have been given. At the end, the revenue stamp will be put. The person who is executing it will be signing on the face of it. With after signing on the stamp, on the left side, he will sign on the plain space, right therein, son of or daughter of or wife of so and so. With the address also will be given. Earlier, when I was in the bank, earlier years, say about 40, 50 years ago and all, we had a concept known as co-obligant, which means, say, apart from one person signing, second person also will sign on the face of the promissory note. And the second person was called the co-obligant. Nowadays, such a system is not prevalent. In case we want to get a second person, what we do is we take a guarantee deed signed by for A, for loan given by PNB to A, another B will be signing as guarantor. He will say, Mr. A has borrowed money from PNB on so and so date, etc., etc. And I hereby guarantee that I will pay in case that fellow fails to pay. So that is the system of guarantee nowadays. No longer are we having the concept of co-obligant. That was considered very easy. But in that case, what happens? Both of them are liable. Even now, both are liable. Even now, whether there is no necessity that a bank has to proceed against the borrower only first and then only to the guarantor. They can ask both of them at the same time. But our practice has been first we exhaust remedies with the main borrower and afterwards we go to the guarantor. This is what it is good. Mm, Where is it now?
21.
Yeah, 1 minute. Have I stopped recording or not? Pata nahi. What I am doing, I don't know. Now I am stopped.